Alright guys, we're back again with another multi-tool video. It's been a while since I uploaded, mainly because it's been difficult for me to find any new multi-tools where I live. But I happened to find some after looking at different locations. But today we have another multi-tool from Orschlens Farm and Home. This is an old one, bought a while ago, haven't reviewed it. It is a 12-in-1 grip multi-tool. By grip, I mean the company. There's a company out there that makes tools and whatnot. They're called Grip. They're like a budget tool. It's kind of like Harbor Freight. But let's take a look at this multi-tool. So first off, I bought this multi-tool for around $10. Pretty basic design. Not too much to it. Made out of steel, sheeted steel, looks like. Let's take a look at the tools. Alright. So it does have kind of a spring mechanism. There is a physical spring in there that we can actually see, which isn't terrible. Not very tough spring, which is alright. It is awfully loose when opening and closing it. I will say that whenever you close it, the metal tends to overlap. Just a little gripe, nothing terrible about that. These pliers, they're not exactly needle nose, but they ain't the most, how should I put it? They ain't the thickest pliers in the world. It's kind of uncomfortable to hold due to how thin this metal is. Not very comfortable at all. It would be definitely hard to pull if you were pulling something. It doesn't have very much give into it. A lot less than most multi-tools I've had. I do like the design of it though. It is fairly simple. I do, as I've said before, it's kind of like this brushed steel, matte steel kind of deal. This is more of a brushed steel, more than matte steel. Let's take a look at the tools. The classic little nail slots for you to pull them out. We got a regular old knife here. As far as I can tell, these tools do not lock in. This is one of those polished knives, polished steel, not terribly dull, it's actually decently sharp. It's not lined up with this metal with the handle right here. It's kind of bothering me, but I don't think it really matters. Next, after the knife, we got a Phillips head screwdriver. I do like that Phillips head screwdriver. It looks like they actually took a real Phillips head screwdriver and just welded it onto there. Very good. We got a little awl. The little awl is actually pretty decent. It's not entirely sharp, but it is definitely alright. It's also a can opener. Next up, we got the actual can opener. This also kind of has an edge to it. Can opener and bottle opener. Next side, we got a file. We got I think this is called a cross file, not a bastard file, is what I learned. File ain't too bad. Could not be used as a flathead due to how thick that is. But luckily, we have a flathead right here. Not terrible design, decently executed. Then we got a flathead driver, which is not bad at all either. Decent design, nice and small. Then the next tool would be a serrated knife.
for rope cutting. That is also decently sharp. Probably sharper than the knife on this side. Not too many tools. It says 12-in-1, but really it's more of a 10-in-1. Decent pliers, in my opinion. For $10, no. For $6 or $7, yeah, I would get this for $6 or $7. But for $10, it's kind of a bit much. Now, I will say it did come with a sheath. And the sheath is not substantial at all. Here's the sheath right here. Little nylon sheath with some Velcro on it. As you can see, it is very squishy. I could crumple this up like so. Although the tool does fit in there. Not well. The tool is very loose in there. Fits in there. Has a little belt loop. Definitely put that on your belt. Not terrible. It's a pretty standard multi-tool. Nothing wrong with it. Not terrible. If I had this lying around in a toolbox, I might use it. But I would prefer not to due to how uncomfortable it is to hold and use. A rating out of 10, I would give it about, for its price, for counting everything, the price, tools, quality, give it a 6 out of 10. Not terrible, not bad at all. Anyways, that's it for this tool. Have a good day.